talk about love and marriage the way that God intended. A life experience, here we share it. The No Fruit Podcast. Tune in from any platform. No Fruit Podcast. Will help your spirit transform.
Hello, everybody.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey.
You cut me off. How you doing?
Hey.
How you feeling?
Hey.
Okay. What's going on over there?
Hey.
Hey isn't going on?
Mm-hmm.
Is that with the E or with the A? Foggy brain.
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Yes.
Is it with the E or the A?
I don't know.
Oh, my goodness.
Here's the reason why.
I don't want to know.
I had a dream
That one day.
I would have all this food on my dining room table.
Mm-hmm.
It is greens, potatoes, tomatoes. I mean, all that stuff, right? So
You name it.
So, yeah. So today is that day where the dream has come true.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I want to say happy holidays. And most importantly, happy eating.
Happy eating. Every day's happy eating.
Not like today. Some of us are excited about today.
And some are sad.
Why they sad?
'Cause
Well,
they took our land.
yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for, that slap into reality stuff. I was enjoying the
Harvest.
the fat boy moment.
Mm-hmm. There's the harvest is plenty.
But if we're going to be real about it,
Mm-hmm.
I'm still hungry and I still want some real food. So, happy Thanksgiving, happy holidays. As Kafi said, happy Kwanzaa, happy Hanukkah, happy
Thursday.
Happy Thursday, happy
We're here together.
New Year, happy eye opening, gracias, amigo, like whatever.
Whatever.
So, we thank you very much for tuning in today. And we thank you for being here. This is going to be a very short episode because I got to eat. I'll talk to y'all later. Psych, no.
He said psych. Do people still say psych? You do.
I do. I don't know about anybody else. I don't.
And was that psych with the P or psych with the S?
Oh, my gosh.
I'm tired.
You tired from what?
Peeling, cooking, prepping.
Greens, beans, potatoes, tomatoes, yam. I'm sorry. Hey, I have a question, y'all. So, what is that one dish?
Mm-hmm.
That one dish that you have to have on a holiday?
Any holiday?
Well, we're gonna stick because this is Thanksgiving, right? So
Okay.
It's a Thanksgiving, episode. So for Thanksgiving, because a lot of us, there's quite a few of us that has had the privilege, and we understand those who did not have the extended family, all those type of things, and you're always welcome to be a part of our extended family if you want to eat, But anyway, who those individuals who are able to go out and be with their friends and be with their family, and you go to this one person's house and I know that I don't care if anything else, this person has to be there, even if they're a skeleton. They got to make this one plate, this one dish, or whatever it is.
Okay.
And so I know that it is the holiday. It puts me in the season. It puts me in glad tidings because I know I'm going to receive this one thing. Kafi, for you, what is that one thing?
That I look forward to on the holiday?
On Thanksgiving Day.
On Thanksgiving Day.
Where we're going to be more specific.
The one dish.
Yeah, what's the one thing where it's like, it's the holiday and I normally only eat this really here at this time?
That somebody else makes or that I make?
It could be you made it or they made it. Nothing.
I would say, yeah, like most of the stuff we make all the time. I mean,
you said we. I said that's why I said whether you make it or someone else makes it.
I know. I'm just saying we. Mean wherever.
Everybody.
Yes.
It doesn't matter.
There's nothing like.
Everybody makes the same thing. Nothing changes.
That I look forward to on Thanksgiving.
Yes. I mean, if there's nothing, there's nothing.
Yeah, I can't think of it. I mean, recently, growing up, I didn't like stuffing or dressing or whatever you guys call it. Stovetop, whatever. Mom used to love it. Well, she probably still does. And I didn't like it. It was just mushy. I just couldn't stomach it. I didn't like the texture. But I've made it recently where I've added things to it where it's not mushy. It doesn't taste like wet bread, which what it basically it is.
It is, yeah.
But I've added, different vegetables to it and meat to it, and it doesn't just taste like wet bread. So I look forward to that because I don't make that often.
Right.
It's more so just at that time or at a holiday.
Right.
So I may make wet bread stuffing, to go with something else, but I don't put all of that love and affection into it. So I guess anything that has that extra oomph, that extra love and attention is what I would go for and say it was mine. But that's the one dish that I know I make that I look forward to or have in the last couple years because it's like, oh, wow, because it's different than the way I would make it any other time. Most of the other things I think that I make or other people make when I go to visit for the holiday is just regular food. I don't.
So, unfortunately, in my fat boy state,
okay,
the whole table was mine. Like I mean, okay, it wasn't the whole table.
Okay.
There were some things like I wasn't going to eat really. Turnips.
Yes.
It took a while for me to adjust to that, but it was okay. I tasted it one year. I'm like, it's not that bad.
What does it taste like?
Turnips. I don't know how to express it because we haven't had it in a while, so I don't remember the taste per se. It almost, and I think the way my grandma would have that. It almost to me, it almost looks like a cubed grapefruit maybe, or not grapefruit. What's another fruit that's about that color? But melon maybe a melon. Cantaloupe. That's maybe a better color. Again, I'm sorry, y'all. I know we're called the No Fruit Podcast. Literally, I don't eat no fruit. So, so maybe it's along those lines, but that's how she used to make it. Like it used to be kind of in squares,
cubes.
Yeah.
Okay. And what's
but the way it tastes though, I don't remember 100%.
But what is it flavored? Like, is it a butter flavor or is it?
No,
herb?
she just made it just with
steamed it.
Yeah, just salt and pepper.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember the exact taste.
Yeah.
I mean, and then, but
I've
otherwise,
heard like turnip greens, and people have mixed those.
Oh yeah,
But as for turnips, I mean, I've been to the holidays with your family, and I've seen the turnips on the table.
Yes.
And people gravitate and be like, "Oh, you made turnips?"
Yeah, because nobody else was making them.
And I just never put them on my plate. I guess I should have put it on there and just had like one cube and tasted it.
Yeah, I mean, I think about it. Excuse me, because I'm sorry, I'm thinking about it right now.
It's choking you up.
Yeah. I think that at one point in time, I had it. I saw people eat it, and then I pulled back from it, or I wasn't eating it, or whatever else. And I tried it.
Yes.
I think I tried it like 2 years in a row, like 1-2 year, type thing. And then I stopped.
So that's something that they only prepare at the holiday time? Or
yeah. I mean, not. I don't recall my grandma making it. So just like any other traditional people that, normally go to church on Sunday, right? Where the elders or whoever it might have made dinner, before you went to church and whatever. I don't recall her having Sunday dinner, having turnips. I don't recall.
Okay.
So I only remember turnips for Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Now, when it came to, like I'm gonna be honest with you, it wasn't until, you and I dating.
Yes.
Where it became more frequent, but one of the biggest things that I really loved having that I didn't have until or I didn't have a real name for it. And I think I had just called it sweet potatoes with marshmallows on it.
Oh, yes.
But I didn't have that like that as a kid. Everybody just put the sweet potato slice them up, just put them in the oven. So even like today, if you were to make it,
I only learned it, I thought, from you. I thought you told me how to do that.
I might have, but I remember though. I mean, well, the difference is that you'll still kind of make it in a sweet potato pie.
Souffle,
Yeah, where my family didn't do that. My family didn't do that part. My family just cut it up and threw it in the pan with some paprika, with some cinnamon and some marshmallows and called it a day.
Oh, so they put marshmallows on the sliced candy yams.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're talking about, in case you guys can't picture what we're saying, sweet potatoes or yams. Or whatever. So there's multiple ways to cook them. So we traditionally do a candied yam where they're cooked and they're candied with the sugar or brown sugar, cinnamon, nutmeg, or nutmeg, as some Southerners will say. And a vanilla and butter, things like that. And you put it in the oven until they become soft and it becomes like a syrup over them. And that's, to me, candied yams or candied sweets. But somewhere, I thought you told me this, or I have no idea.
I mean, I could have influenced, I could have encouraged.
But yeah, it became like we would make the sweet potato souffle or the sweet potato mash.
Yeah, it wasn't like that. No one took him to puree it or anything.
Yeah, so we would mix it up, mash it up, or get the hand mixer and mix it.
Yeah, no. Nobody want to do that.
Bake it like a souffle and then finish it off with the marshmallows on top and toasting that.
And here's the thing too. So for us, right?
In this household,
being in this household, like, so for us, we jam pack that with marshmallows.
Yes.
We would be lucky
if
we had one, because it only got one large marshmallow. So it'd be like, here is one potato slice, or maybe two potato slices that share one large marshmallow.
Okay.
But it would be, and maybe somebody decided, hey, we might cover a little bit more with it, whatever else. But I don't know how, like, you make that and just still have like 3 or 4 large marshmallows left. No, put it all out there. You get what I mean? But that was like one of my favorite dishes, because that's not something that you had all year round.
Okay.
So that's something that I really look forward to, because it's like having dessert during dinner.
And see, I grew up, my grandmother is candy sweets every Sunday.
Yeah, but she put marshmallows every Sunday?
No, marshmallows wasn't introduced. That's what I said. I didn't get the marshmallows until we got together. You told me about the marshmallows. We always had candy yams. We didn't have it. My grandmother used to like to put fruit, so you would never sit at her table. She put fruit in hers. So she would put pineapples or apples. So we would have stewed apples and candy sweets. So yeah, you wouldn't have had that. You would have pulled the apples out or whatever.
I wouldn't have had it at all.
And you don't like pineapple, so...
Oh, definitely not.
Yeah, so she would cook it with the pineapple juice or whatever and cook that down with the candy sweets. So, yes, that's what... But that was like every Sunday. Her little baby Cornish hens or whatever little chicken she had.
You really hate on these Cornish hens.
Oh, my gosh, the lady. Bless her heart. Yes, would have candy sweets. I would say, like, when she would call us over a random Sunday.
I mean, that doesn't mean that. So back in the day,
but it wasn't in the oven. She would cook them on the stove, cook them in a pot.
So my mom would get the for those of you who might remember the can of sweet potato yams or whatever else that's in the can, with the brown label, with the white words on it. I think it says yams or something on there.
Bruce's or something.
Yeah, something like that, right? So my mom would do that every now and then, throughout the year.
Okay.
Or there's one time I think there were some that came frozen.
Yes, that's
in a little 8-pack or something like that, right?
I saw them in the market recently. Them church mothers still getting them frozen yams.
I mean,
I guess you don't have to cut them up,
right?
And do all that. I mean, yeah.
So you would get that. My mom would get that or whatever else, but it wasn't marshmallow.
Mm-hmm.
You know, nobody was getting marshmallows in July.
Do they sell marshmallows in July?
Maybe today. I don't remember back then. But like you said, that might have been marshmallows. Might be the seasonal type food.
Right.
But yeah. I mean, so getting marshmallows and having more. I'm thinking like maybe I don't know. But anyway, you know, so that was the one dish for me during the holiday season.
Right.
But more or less, it wasn't necessarily Thanksgiving. I think we really had it more at Aunt Sarah's house, so that would have been Christmas.
Okay.
So, but for Thanksgiving Day, it's like the traditional. You know, nothing was really out of ordinary. There were probably more dishes that, I'm sorry, not more, but it would have been half and half. What I would have eaten versus what I did not.
Okay.
You know, because no one's eating pig feet and pig intestines and, you know, turnips and,
Bless
you know,
y'all.
there was all of that. So it might have been the turkey and the pig feet. So which one I'm choosing? Turkey. You get what I mean? You know, so that was for me. What? You know, so it wasn't until really, because now here's the other side of that as well. So I didn't get into the crown pork and all that stuff until, again, meeting you with Aunt Pauline.
Yes.
Then I was like, rich people, you know. What?
Nothing. When you say, because whenever you talk about this it's crown pork.
Yeah.
So when you talk about the crown pork, I always think about cartoons.
Yes.
Because they had little hats on the little legs or whatever. So that whenever you say these things, that's what I think of.
Listen,
the cartoon.
Listen, man. I mean, that was like, if anybody from that side of the family is listening, bless you, because you know exactly what I'm talking about. And unfortunately, I can't. No, but she did lamb too. She did rack and lamb. Like, yeah, I mean, so Aunt Pauline. And,
maybe that's what it was, a
you
lamb.
know,
Yeah.
You know, so she's done a little bit of everything, right? And so, rich people vibe, right? So, unfortunately,
and then later
it wasn't.
on years, then she would do the smoked salmon out on the grill.
Yeah, I mean, but that's not. I can do that, right?
At Thanksgiving, that's not like people know.
I mean, no, that's not regular.
Right.
That's not regular at all.
No.
But
and then she now she does it stuffed
salmon.
salmon.
And then here's the other thing too. Even when what she do with the ham? Because again, non-traditional mindset, right? You know, I guess. Listen, I ain't trying to use up all the gas in the house. I use the gas outside.
Right.
You know, I'll use charcoal, whatever. You know, smoking the ham, and I'm like, what? So Aunt Pauline, I have to give her props. Between Aunt Pauline and Aunt Pumpkin, yo, the grill people. Listen, that's what influenced me to put the turkey out there on the grill.
Yes.
You know, because they would talk about it and whatever else. And then when I did it for that Thanksgiving, and woo-wee!
Yeah.
That was a talk.
It was. We had about 40 plus people that Thanksgiving, and we had 2 turkeys. We made one the traditional way, and like Maurice said, people had been talking about putting it out on the grill. So we cut it in half, opened it up, put it out on the grill, and
that
one went first. Like people were like, "You got any more of that grilled turkey?" I was like, "No, but the other turkey's still out there."
We're like, we don't want that crap.
No, you
that's
know what
trash.
I mean? So yeah, same thing.
Yo,
you know?
I mean, especially since I had marinated it, and you know, I had brine in for like 2 days outside in the
ice box.
I mean, I did that thing up.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry, y'all. Unfortunately, does it sound like I'm a little excited? Just a little. And so I'm not doing that this year. I will get back to that. One, I don't have a big enough grill right now to fit a whole turkey like that.
Take the grate off. I mean, you don't need a large turkey, but you know.
You know, but I think that I think those are the type of things that, like I said, the sweet potatoes is something that I really look forward to with the
marshmallows.
With the marshmallows. And then as we had gotten older and we got married and, you know, we graduated to now as baby food with marshmallows. But, and it's, that's, so again, that's like dinner and, my snack at the same time.
Right.
So
or
you
later
kind of
on,
get
like
away
that's
with it.
something that you can keep going back to. Like it's not like, oh, I gotta go heat that up. You know what I mean? So you may have your meal at 3, and you might want to go back for something more, but you can grab those are like a slice of ham and that what we call yamalo. Can kind of go hand in hand, like even if you don't have to warm that up to kind of,
Right.
have a quick little, like I want a little bit more, let me get that in a nice roll or something,
Right.
because you don't need to heat that up, so it just goes well. So
So yeah, so I'm sorry that you don't have a favorite for the holiday, but that's probably my one favorite. Like if there was nothing else that, if we on the glory and everybody sitting around, that's gonna be my one conversation. Like Yamalo.
did you have yamalo?
Yep.
Now I do remember in high school, my cousin and I, Nicole, shout out to Nicole, she said that her mom would do the sweet potatoes that way, would mash them. But this holiday, she and I got together. I think when they first moved to New Jersey, we created a Thanksgiving meal for our family, and somehow they had a recipe, and they said it was from a generation ago, like the grandmother or somebody had this. They would put the it wasn't the marshmallow, so they would put the mashed sweet potatoes in an orange. So you would take the orange, and you're not going to go for this because you don't like oranges, but you would scoop all the orange bits out, and that's how you would present it. So it's part of that presentation. So you would have a whole orange on your plate, and you would eat so it would have a hint of orange in the sweet potatoes.
I mean, I can understand having a hint of it. I just don't want
it presented in an
eat
orange.
it out of an orange.
Eat it out of an orange, yeah.
I understand. Again, it's presentation. It's a built-in bowl. Like I
Yes.
get that, right? So I get that space.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm not gonna want to do that.
Right.
Yeah, that's not appetizing to me. I would say, hey,
because then what do you
cute
do with the
idea.
leftovers? Like, now you have all these. I don't know. I don't remember. I guess.
Yeah, I mean, to me is again because I'm not a big fruit eater. So do I see myself eating the sweet potato as I'm trying to scrape around the edges like you do a plate or a bowl, right? Am I getting some of the orange, peel, whatever, out at the same time? Like, I barely like stringy, like at this point in time in my life, I don't want any stringy sweet potatoes.
Right.
You get what I mean? So I almost appreciate the baby food version, right? So if that's the case, then I definitely don't want it in an orange and having to deal with that extra piece.
Right.
That extra little flavor, as you say. So yeah, I'm good on that. I'm good on that.
Don't want to try that one.
Not at all, Saul.
Okay. Continue to do it the traditional way we've been doing.
Yes.
Okay. Very good.
So I wonder how many of you, what are your favorite food? What is your favorite holiday dish? I mean, of course, beyond the yamalo, sweet potato pie, apple pie with a crumb topping,
Patty pie. That's one thing you look forward to every year.
Well,
but now
it's the sweet potato pie though.
It's available more than
Listen,
just right
I mean
now.
that is now. Granted, I need to back off of the patty pie,
Mm-hmm.
but that's only because we weren't making sweet potato pies early enough. So I could get the patty pie right now because it's the beginning of the season, right? It's right before Thanksgiving. You can get some right now, right? And I can have my sweet potato pie leading up to the real sweet potato pie. And then after I have the real sweet potato pie, I go back to a patty pie. It's just a season. For whatever reason, sweet potato pie and this part of the season and fall is just synonymous.
So
like they got to go together.
Okay. Very well.
We go together like
Sweet potato pie and holidays.
Yes.
The end of the year. Okay.
I'm sorry, y'all. I know me and these songs, like they just pop up in my head just randomly. So can y'all imagine what kind of fight I have in my head?
Not to blurt them out.
I know, right?
That's the part. Not to blurt out the songs.
But I thank y'all for listening today.
Yes.
And I hope that y'all are enjoying your holiday.
Thanksgiving.
And I hope that we will be able to partake again on another show. That we're not hibernating because we've eaten so much.
Mm.
And that we will see and hear from you again.
Real soon.
Thank you very much for listening today.
Happy Thanksgiving!
come to an end. But the fun doesn't have to stop here. If you have any questions, suggestions, or feedback, head over right now to Twitter and Facebook and like, share, and get involved. Join us next time.